got my homeboy Pete Frank with me, and we letting everybody know who got a dream. Yo, stay focused, keep moving forward. It's on the way. Keep that dream alive. If you got a dream, don't look to the left nor the right. Let's go.
Your fate is in Jesus. Completion is here before you even begin. Dreaming big of my life in the future. Already knowing that it's not far. Having the passion to work towards Jesus. I'm gonna keep my faith and swagger going hard. Don't turn the light. Just look straight. You don't have to fear no.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dr. Yolanda Jerry Show. I am your host, Yolanda, and today I am excited, super, uber excited to have my guest, Brenda Young, on the show tonight, where we'll be talking about She Divorced You, Not Me, Overcoming Rejection. Now, this is going to be good because I know what it's like to be rejected, and I'm sure some of you know what it's like to be rejected. So we are going to get into the nitty-gritty tonight on how to overcome rejection with Brenda Young. So before we get started, I'm going to ask you to please share this broadcast, tag a friend, tell a family member, and then we'll get started as soon as we come right back from this little short minute commercial.
Welcome to the Dr. Yolanda Jerry Show, where you will hear stories from people who have experienced hell on earth and have walked past hell to share their stories. You will also hear what they are doing now and how their businesses, nonprofits, and ministries were birthed from their past trauma. So let's empower the world, one story at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Yolanda Jerry.
And we're back. We are back. So before I bring Miss Brenda Young to the screen and let you all see who this phenomenal queen is, let me just give you a little background about who Brenda Young is. Brenda Young is a #1 best-selling author, a women's advocate, business generalist, professional life coach, and CEO and founder of Babs Jewels LLC, a multidimensional retail and women's support specialty focused on providing various buyers with a diverse selection in jewelry-based products and other inspirational resources. Brenda Young is no stranger to the inspirational leadership, as she has served many years in the armed forces, bringing high honors to the field of servant leadership through her acts of service in both naval expedition and corrections facility leadership. In addition to servant leadership, Brenda has shown a high regard for higher learning, having earned her associate's degree in applied business office technology from Antonelli College in 2015, accompanied by achieving honors of perfect attendance and making the dean's list of academic excellence. Brenda has also been recognized for her many contributions in servant leadership, having earned the National Defense Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism Medal, 2 Navy Sea Service deployments, 2 Navy Good Conduct Medals, a Naval Rifle Qualification ribbon and medal in 2009, a Navy Pistol Qualification ribbon and medal, sharpshooter. Y'all heard that. She's a sharpshooter. Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, Navy E ribbon, and a U.S. Navy Honorable Discharge. When Brenda is not out changing the world with the gift of inspiration, she is a trusted member of her local community and a loving family member. So there you have the gist of who Brenda Young is, and we are going to bring her onto the show. Hey, Brenda Young, how you doing?
Hey, Dr. J, how's it going?
All is well. It's Thursday, almost the end of the week.
Super excited for the end of the week.
Well,
It's been a
look,
long one.
I know it's been a very long and look, we're almost to the end of July. Can you believe it? Halfway through
Right.
2021. Halfway through already. Can you believe
Right.
it?
I can't. It's been a quick year.
It
This year's
has
been
been. It
real quick.
definitely has been. So look, Brenda, I want to go ahead and get started if that's okay with you. Um, Usually when I start my show, I usually want to ask my guests who are on the show to tell us a little bit about who they are. We already read your bio, but I want to go back to your childhood. Can you let us know where you were originally from, where you grew up from, and tell us a little bit about your childhood?
Well, I am originally from St. Louis, Missouri, or Berkeley, Missouri, I should say. I have one brother who's deceased now. He was killed in 2002, so it's just me now. I am currently in Columbia, Mississippi. I grew up in a somewhat big family. My mom has 6 brothers and sisters, so I have a whole bunch of cousins. So it's just me and my mom.
Wow, so you're right. So now you're the only child,
Yeah.
and it's you and your mom. So is your mom still in out of town? She living with you?
Nope, she's here with me. At the end of May, I went to Kansas City, packed her up, and moved her here with me.
Oh wow, 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 wow. So look at that. Taking care of mom. Mom took care of you all this time. Now you're
Right.
turning around and taking
So
care of her.
now it's my turn to help her out.
I hear you. I hear you. So now you know the title of tonight is, she divorced you, not me, overcoming rejection. And so I want to kind of, before we get into the nitty gritty of things, what kind of led you into saying this is what I want to talk about?
So for years, I have either tried to reach out, tried to make a relationship, or just tried to say, hey, we need to try to talk with my father. But it was no go. And it's something that a lot of people deal with, but they don't know how to deal with it. And it's all right to say, hey, I'm going to talk about it. Let it be out in the open, tell my feelings on my truth and roll with it. So I decided it's time to get that burden off of me. I decided chapter 38 is my healing, is my year of healing, and it's mental health. And it's just time to release everything that comes with it.
So Brenda, how long, and it's good to hear that, it's your time, it's your year, but how knowing that you said that you tried to reach out, you tried to contact your father. Tell me, how did that make you feel, knowing that, even after trying to reach out, and knowing that he didn't want to have anything to do with you? How did that make you feel when you tried to make that contact and there was no success?
So I'll tell you this. When my brother was killed in 2002, I'll say that was the first time I tried to, rekindle, make some kind of relationship, but it seemed like it was going nowhere. So I just gave up and I was like, you know what? I'm good on you. There's nothing there. You don't want to talk to me, and I'm not going to beg you to talk to me. I turned 32, I think, and I was sitting in here talking to my husband, and I was like, okay, I'm an only child. If something happens to this guy, they're going to be looking for me for money or whatever else. And I was like, well, we need to have some kind of decent relationship so that if something does happen to you, that I can take care of everything and I know what's going on. But he blamed me for him not being there. And I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? Yeah, you disowned me. What you mean? What you mean? I'm not the parent. You are. You're the parent, not me. So it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. We were on the phone. My husband said, hang that phone up. No, ma'am, we're not going to do this. Hang it up. I hung it up, and he may text me 2 to 3 times out the year, and I never reply. What am I replying for?
So not only did he reject you, but he also tried to put the blame on you.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes,
saying that it was you, saying you were the reason why that
it was my fault that he did not reach out. He said, remember, you disowned me. I can remember I went back to St. Louis. I think I was just visiting. And me, my mom, and my uncle, we went out to eat. And I was like, well, I'm going to stop by just to speak. We go over there. Didn't even invite me in. His girlfriend came out and said, well, maybe next time you come, we'll take you out to eat. Who is we? I didn't come to see you. I don't even know you. I came to talk to him, came to see him. But you didn't even have the decency to invite me into your home. And it got to that point to where I was just like, you know what? It's not even worth trying no more.
Wow. So you were not invited into the home, and it was the girlfriend speaking up?
Yep. We stood outside, and my uncle was like, so you just not going to invite her in?
Oh, wait. So you have family members that witnessed this too? Well,
yeah. My uncle was standing right there. When it comes to a father figure, I had 3 uncles. And those are my fathers. But yeah, we were there outside his house, and you didn't invite me in. Didn't say, hey, you want a glass of water, a soda, or something? Nope. At all.
I can't even imagine how that would make me feel, knowing that my dad is right there in my face and did not even embrace me or invite me into his home or anything like that. Wow.
I was angry at first, and then I just laughed it off because I was like, what do you expect from somebody who could step up to take care of somebody else's children, but you can't take care of your own? Make that make sense.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Pause. Did you just say that the daddy that rejected you turned around and he was taking care of other kids?
Yeah.
And then even that weren't his.
Right. They weren't his. They not his. Now, growing up, he had a girlfriend and she had a son. I knew them, and he helped take care of that child. You didn't do nothing for me and my brother. When my brother died, when I finally made it to the hospital, I looked down the street, and you running down the street acting a fool. For what? For what? That was your moment to console me. And my cousin said it perfect. He said, you lost one child by choice and one child to death. You made the choice not to be in your other child's life.
Whew, Lord. So
that was his decision, you know. And people tell me all the time, well, you shouldn't be that way. Why not? Why not? Why show love to somebody who never showed love to me? And get this, my birthday is October 1st. His birthday is October the 9th.
Wow. Yeah, share the same birth month.
Not even 8 days.
Wow. So, rejection, boy, is real.
It is.
And the crazy part is when you're rejected so much by people, that becomes your norm, right? Of thinking that you're going to continue to be rejected.
Exactly.
So speaking of that, since I brought that up, knowing that you were, your dad wasn't there, even when you try to reach out to him, he still rejected you. And then knowing that he took care of other kids instead of taking care of you and your brother, and then put the blame on you. I mean, I can understand why you would probably want to say, you know what, this is not even worth my stress. This is not worth my time. But let me ask you this, Brenda. How did that affect you as an adult when it came to, did that spew over into relationships and you being able to grow a relationship with your spouse? I mean, I know. I told you I was going to dig.
Listen.
You have to.
As I got older, I realized I made some terrible decisions. And men, when it comes to relationships, I made some horrible decisions. Oh, this guy, he was just a mama's boy. And this guy, he didn't want to do this or do that. And then I got to a point to where I just didn't make them decisions at all. When I got out of the military, let me backtrack. When I moved to Mississippi, I was not looking for a husband. I was like, forget it. I'm going to be by myself, because I always ran into men who only wanted to use me.
Wow.
So it just got to a point where I'm going to be by myself for a while before I let another man come in my life and use me or treat me like my daddy did. Or my father, I should say.
And that's real, Brenda, because you attract what you're used to getting.
Yep.
You know, so, and some people don't believe that. It's like, they say opposites attract. Yeah, but sometimes when you're going through this, like you said, it's something that you're used to. So you attract the same people that you're used to.
Exactly. And I'm going to throw you another curveball. I had a stepfather growing up. When him and my mama broke up, guess what? See you later. He divorced me too.
Wow.
So I barely talk to him too. So it's like, okay, not one parent, two. And I was with my biological dad, I think 1991. Yeah, 91, we moved to Chicago for a little while, and then we moved back. It was never a point that my mama said, no, you can't be around, you can't see them, none of that. She never bashed him towards us or none of that. And she got with my stepdad. So for 13 years, you were my dad. But when y'all broke up, there's no relationship with me.
Wait a minute. Wait. See, you throwing these curveballs. Let me just go and get my little notepad because you're doing too much over here. Wait, 13 years he was with your mother?
For 13 years, my mom and my stepdad were together. They never married, but they were together for 13 years.
Right.
After my brother died, I want to say 2 years later, they broke up. But we didn't have much of a relationship. I talk to you every blue moon. You don't ever call me. It's always me having to reach out. And again, another man that took care of somebody else's kids, but did not take care of his own.
My God. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. So rejection from your blood dad, your blood related dad, then rejection from the man you probably called dad for 13 years and looked up to for 13 years. And the minute your mother and him got divorced, he gave you the deuces. Like, peace, I'm out.
Peace, I see you later.
Wow.
Oh, but then get this. I went back. My grandma died last year. And I've been back and forth home. I went to his house. I knocked on the door. He didn't know I was coming, but I knocked on the door, and his girlfriend's sister was like, "Who are you?" The girlfriend knew who I was, but the sister didn't.
Wow.
So, I mean, how would you feel? Why would I talk to you anymore?
Wow. We see, we ain't even in here a good 15, 20 minutes yet. Lord, you hit me in my chest. All right, Brenda. Well, I'm going to go to my first commercial break, but we're going to come back to this real conversation because, threw me two things here. We still have some more stuff to uncover, so we'll be right back.
It's time to power up your visibility, and you're all invited to a free masterclass with the Butts in the Seats Queen, Kern Cherry. On August 3rd, learn to increase your visibility, grow your community, and earn more stages. For free access to the Visibility Masterclass, sign up at CoachKern.com. VIP access is available. It's time to power up your visibility.
Now, if you're looking to power up your visibility, Coach Kern will get you there. Trust me, I know, because she's also my coach. And hell, let me tell you, the lady knows what she's doing. So if you're trying to sign up for this masterclass, it's free. Go to www.coachkern.com. Again, power up your visibility with Coach Kern. www.coachkern.com. All right, Brenda, we back. Lord. Rejection once, rejection twice. It also affected your relationships with you, seeing other men and them using you and all these different things. Now, when you talk about being rejected by two men, your blood dad and then someone you called your dad for 13 years, and then knowing that you had these different relationships with these different guys that you were with, and they probably rejected you too as well in some manner, right?
Right.
How is there any other things that, or any other people that have rejected you in your life as well, besides just your two dads and those men? I mean, did this continue?
I got to a point where I started shutting people out. So I didn't allow people in my space to do that anymore. So it just gets to a point to where you get tired, you get frustrated and angry, and it's like, okay, you know what? Nope. Go ahead on with that. I'm not allowing it in my space anymore.
Mm-hmm. So now you took control, but do you think that knowing what you won't allow into your life anymore, do you think that you put a wall up to the point to where you didn't allow anybody in at all?
You can say that. I put up such a wall that God knows I love my family, but I quit going home.
Wow.
So when I do go home, it's only for a couple days. So I'd rather be in my little bubble to where I know can't nobody do anything to harm me and I feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
So I shut out a lot of people, even those that love me.
Wow.
To keep from being rejected.
Wow. So knowing that you're in this place where you shut people out, do you still do that now? You know, where you continue to shut people out, or have you, found a place where it's like, you know what, I need to, because sometimes people don't realize that they need to get the help that they need. And sometimes that help has to come from outside resources, right? And so how did you get to a place where it's like, you know what, I need to protect me, but I need to protect me in a healthy way and not even hurt the people who want to be in my life and shut them out?
I'm a little more open now than I was, let's say 5-10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've been married this Saturday for 10 years.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. So when I met my husband, it was so hard to let him in. And even now, there's still some times where I'd be like, dude, I'm not asking him for nothing. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to figure it out. And he'll look at me and be like, dude, are you serious? Are you serious? We've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 11. I need you to go somewhere with that. But I'm a little more open now than I was back then, because it gets to a point to where, okay, now I'm by myself. There's nobody around me. Now you're bored, and it's almost like you're talking to yourself, and you in a space to where you're getting in your own head, shooting down people that may genuinely love you, but you're scared somebody gonna hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
So now I go to therapy and everything, and I had to get to a point
to
where I had to kick that stigma of Black people don't go to therapy.
Ooh, say that again. Please say it again, because somebody watching right now need to hear that. Say it again.
Go get some therapy. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is okay to go to therapy. Listen, that little man was looking at me the other day like, you okay? I'm good. I just came in here to let it all out. You tell me what I need to protect my peace.
Wow. I'm glad that you said that, Brenda. That is so important that people understand that in order to unpack all that baggage, because that's what I call it.
Right.
Sometimes you need other people. And I'm not talking about your friends, because your friends gonna sit there and they're gonna ride for you, or they're gonna tell you you're not right, and then you're gonna get mad and get offended. But you need somebody that's unbiased. You need somebody who is skilled and trained in that area to be able to help you deal with your emotions and deal with your feelings. Exactly. And understand that it's okay to see a therapist. People always have this thing, well, if I go see a therapist, I must be crazy, or you crazy. But no, but the truth of the matter is, when you go see a therapist, it stops you from going crazy. It can prevent you from going overboard. It can prevent you from having suicidal thoughts. You know what I mean? It can prevent you from hurting somebody else. Exactly. And so I commend you on taking that step to realize, you know what, I need to deal with me. Yes, I need to protect my peace, but I need to deal with me, because I don't want to hurt the people who are really, truly trying to love me, i.e. your husband, i.e. your kids, i.e. your mom, i.e. your auntie, your uncles. You don't want to have such a hardened heart that you shut them out and all they're trying to do is love you. So I appreciate you saying that, because somebody needs to understand that therapy is a good thing.
Exactly. And I tell you what, I have a couple friends that I do talk to, but it's so much easier to talk to somebody that does not know you, so they cannot judge you, or when you talk to them, go tell your business to 12 other people.
Right. That's
So
true.
it is so much easier to go to this doctor and talk to this person, get it all out, get your feelings out. You may be emotional for the day, but when you get through, that feeling that you have after the fact is so enjoyable.
Right. And then the other thing is it's confidential, right? They're
Exactly.
held by confidentiality where they can't say anything that they can't divulge anything that they have had conversations with you about, as
Right.
opposed to you talking to a friend or a family member, and the next thing you know, everybody down in your neighborhood know your business. Yeah, girl,
Right.
yeah, I heard what Brenda did. I heard what you know what she dealing with. You know what I mean? So,
Exactly.
um,
And so, for me, even now, right now, today, as hurt, angry, upset I was, if my daddy called me right now today, I'd probably pick up the phone. I'm not going to tell you that I love you, because I can't honestly say that I do, but I will pick up the phone and have a conversation with you, because I'm in a different space now.
right,
Nothing that you can say at this point can hurt my feelings,
right,
because I'm in a space of peace. I'm in a space of love and comfort for myself.
right. And that's so important. Like you said, you can't say that love him like he should have loved you, right? But you love him enough to know that he's a human being, and God loves us, so we are supposed to love everybody else as
Right.
well. To love him enough to say, okay, I'll have this conversation with you.
Right.
Now, would it ever get to that happy place? That's everybody's hope and prayer. You just never know.
Right.
But that takes time too, right? Even with you going through therapy and you going through the process of you healing from all of that past rejection, that still takes time.
And I tell you what, some of these older parents owe their adult children an apology. And it is so important that you apologize for your wrongdoing, even when you don't think that you did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If your child tells you something that you did hurt them, listen, because
Right.
you never know how the decisions that you made affected them.
Mm-hmm.
It's important for them apologies to be had.
So, knowing that you just mentioned that statement, do you think if your daddy ever decide to come and apologize, would you be open to his apology?
Yep, I definitely would. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna accept it immediately, but I would definitely be open to accepting it and having that conversation.
Right. Right.
Because what's funny to me is I was having a conversation with my cousin, and she said, "Y'all did my uncle wrong on your brother's obituary." I said, "Ma'am, my daddy lucky his name was on that obituary."
Mm-hmm.
And my brother died 30 days after his 21st birthday.
Mm.
I sat up for about 4 hours writing that obituary in a room by myself,
Yourself.
so that my mama didn't have to do that.
Mm.
He lucky his name was on there.
And had your daddy been there, you wouldn't have had to do that by yourself.
Exactly.
Wow.
Whether they was together or not.
Wow. Mm.
Oh, it got real.
I understand. When somebody passes away, you see the real in people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your true colors come out. I can remember being at the funeral home, and he asked me, where was the guys that my brother was staying with? I said, my mama said she didn't want him here, so I told him not to show up. He chased me around the funeral home, trying to talk to me. No, you should probably leave me alone right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so funny. I think back at that now and I laugh. You look crazy chasing after somebody around the funeral home.
Wow. It was just all out of selfishness. That's all.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing on the fact that we need to focus on the people that like you who have just lost your brother, you know,
Right.
your mother who has just lost a son. And if anything, he should have been thinking about himself having lost a son, even though he wasn't there. It's like, you know what, I'm never going to have the opportunity to mend things with my child.
Exactly.
So I do agree with you when you say, you know, if a parent can mend things with their children, do it. And especially if you have been the one who rejected your children, try to find a way to apologize to them. Try to have that conversation, because tomorrow is not promised to any of us.
No.
And I guarantee you, Brenda, because of that experience of rejection that you're going through, that's made you a better mother to your own kids.
Exactly. And
You know,
see, what's crazy is he don't know my health issues. He don't know that I can't physically have kids,
wow.
you know. But what I know is I got 4 bonus babies that love me to life. And I lay anybody down for all 4 of them.
Wow. And I bet you would not reject them and turn them around, even if things in it. And I'm not speaking into that. I know you and your husband may be together for a long time, but God forbid if that did happen, just because I see your heart, I know you would not turn your back on those children.
Right.
Wow.
Nope, not at all.
Wow. Well, Brenda, look, I know, look, you got tears. I was like, I said, oh, she got little tears coming out her eyes. We're going to continue this conversation, but I do want to highlight my next sponsor of the show, and then we'll be right back.
Hey guys, I am Rita M. Green, owner of Go Fig Co., a boutique digital marketing and project management firm. We specialize in email marketing, social media campaigns and management, website design, graphic design, email marketing, website setup, and more. Administrative tasks especially. We are here to take the hassle out of your hustle and just to get things done, period. So if you're in need of another set of hands, a second pair of eyes, or a fourth or a fifth or a sixth, we are here to assist you with all of your needs. Again, I'm Rita M. Green, owner of Go Fig Co., and we would love to serve you, your business, and your brand. You can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Go Fig. Go is spelled GEAUXFIG. You can also see us online at www.gofig.com. Check out what we have to say, and also check out our blog where all of our articles that we post online are located. Plus, you can see our portfolio of completed works. We'd love for you to check those out as well. If you'd like to check with me, if you'd like to connect with me personally, I am Rita M. Green on LinkedIn. I hope you have a fantastic day. Go win the day. Go for the gold. And bye-bye.
And that is Go Fig Co. The CEO and founder is Rita Green. You can reach out to them via their website at www.gofig.com. And GoFig is GEAUXFIG.com. This lady and her team is amazing. How do I know? Because she helped me with my business and help me elevate and continue to be visible through everything that they do, whether it's graphics, whether it's flyers, whether it's website, look, whether it's the overlay banner for the Dr. Yolanda Jerry Show. Go Fig Co. is the way to go. All right, Brenda. So your bonus babies, I know you love them, you know, and I you know, I know they love you too, and your husband. You know, let's tap into, you know, let's talk about your husband, you know, knowing that. And like you said, I know you're kind of a little bit of, you know, have a little bit of rough to handle, should I say, when it comes to, you know, things that you still have to deal with, you know, because of the residue of rejection. But how is it, you know, you said y'all been married 11 years now, been together 11, married 10, right?
Yeah.
So how does your husband play a role in you know, overcoming this? Just because I know you got the therapy and you got your children, but where is his role in this helping you get through this as well?
So my husband, this dude, so how he helps is I admire the love he had for his kids. And I use that as a healing tool because I see him loving on our kids, and them kids know, hey, my daddy will go to bat for us. And that became my healing point. It was like, look, he might have rejected you, but this man over here, he got your back 100%.
Wow.
And he showed me that nothing can stop him from loving me and loving his children 1,000%.
Wow.
So with him, if I need to go through something, if I need to cry, yell, scream, any of that, he sit right there on that phone and listen to me, or he'll sit right next to me when he's home and listen to everything that I got to say, tell me the honest, the real God truth, and we move on.
Wow.
There's no holding back. If I need to hear it, he gonna tell it.
Right.
But he makes sure I know that I'm loved.
Mm-hmm.
That day I was on the phone with my dad, and he was with that it's my fault stuff. My husband said, hang the phone up.
He had your back.
We're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not gonna do that. You might as well just hang that phone up.
Right.
In fact, we're not even talking about this no more. So we're just gonna go and let that go.
Mm-hmm.
Because no man is gonna blame his children for him not being responsible.
Right.
So I give my husband mad love, much kudos, much respect for being the father that he is to these kids.
Wow. That's a blessing, and it takes a lot of strength, especially on his part, knowing that you've been, knowing what he's dealing with, right? Knowing the type of woman that he has and has been able to hold you through that entire time and just give you the love that you need because of the love you did not receive. Right. And also sharing his children with you, even knowing that you can't have any children, but sharing his children with you. Because sometimes you have parents who, they remarry. It's like, what, the kids are not even in the stepmother's life or the stepfather's life. So that's, great to hear that, even knowing that you have this blended family, is just like these kids are just like your own and you love them just that much. That's a blessing.
Exactly. And one thing my oldest kids will tell you, you will never be able to tell that those children are not mine when we leave out this house. Because when we leave out this house, those children know that if I look crazy, they not going to look crazy. Those children know that if they call me and say, hey, mama, I need, or mama, can you come get me? I'm on my way.
Wow.
And he knows that, and their moms know that, and they all love me for that. I'm going to love them unconditionally, regardless of anything in this world that we may have going on as adults. Those children don't have nothing to do with that.
Right. And that's true. That's very true. And I'm glad that you point that out too as well. Sometimes people think they got to go out the house looking better than the kids, when truth be told, your kids should look a lot better than you do when you go out that door.
There's no reason for me to be out here looking good, looking with the nicest stuff on, and my kids look crazy. No, ma'am, we won't. Right. But my kids already know I love them to life. And I'll do anything for them. They know that.
Right. So, Brenda, now I want to sit here and ask the question. All of this stuff that you have gone through, is there, I'm going to just put this out there. Is there any possibility of you, I know you're on my show, but you even sharing that in writing, coming out with your own book? I know you're an author, #1 best-selling author, and we'll talk about that too here in a second. But have you even thought about, just sharing your story on a greater scale to help somebody else?
I have. And all actuality, I have my notebook right here. And I've already started. So day by day, don't know how long it's going to take to write, but every day I write something.
Right.
It may be 1 or 2 words. It might be a circle with 1 word in the middle of it, but every day I'm getting closer and closer to sharing the whole story.
Right.
Sharing how I feel.
Right.
You know, we may have shared this encounter together, but your version and my version are completely different.
That's right. Your truth is your truth.
Right.
Look, so, I'm gonna just pop this up on the screen. See here, my coach is coming up. She coming for you now. She says it's speaking time. So don't worry.
Already know, Karen.
Don't worry, Coach Karen.
It's already coming.
It's already coming because look, she was hesitant about being on this show too, but I got it and I snatched her up. So it's all good.
It's coming.
Don't worry. It is speaking time. We've already talked about these things already, so it's coming.
This is a daily conversation.
It is. It really is. So talk about, or should I say, tell us about some of the things that you have coming up and that's on the horizon for Brenda Young.
So for Brenda Young, next month, I go take the PT test for the part-time police academy. I am a correctional officer, so I want to expand on where I am now. Even though I have my business, I still need to make sure I'm taking the steps to take care of my 9 to 5 too. So I will be going to the police academy. Like I said, I'm working on the next book, even though we just finished my Walk Past Hell. I am working on the next book. I have a few pop-up shops coming, and I am adding more and more to Babs Jewels. I just recently tapped into making crochet hair wigs.
Yes.
If you check out my Facebook, I've posted a few pictures of the wigs that I've made so far. And we're just tapping into those great skills that I already have.
That's right. Because you already had, I was like, where's she coming from with these? I said, wait, she doing wigs? I'm like, look, when my hair starts falling out, I'm going to need a wig too. When I don't feel like combing my hair, I need a wig too. But I do want to say congratulations on taking the next step to go into the police academy. You know, my dad was a police officer for many years in New Orleans. And, you know, just the fact of knowing that you're still going to be serving, you know, because to me, I always believe you got to be able to service people in some type of capacity, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your business. So to know that you still have a heart for serving people, even in that capacity, to be able to, you know, support and defend other people, you know, out in the streets or wherever. I commend you, because let me tell you, that's a hard job, you know, because it's just like the military. You're on call all the time. You know, you have to uphold the law, whether you want to or not, right? And being able to protect people too. So I commend you and congratulations on that. Kudos to you. So now, look, you know, I talked about, since you know, talked about this book, like this small, just this small.
We just gonna throw that out there.
We just gonna go and put it out there. So I'm just gonna pop this up on the screen. But I need you to tell people, don't give them the whole story, but I need you to tell people that are watching and listening right now, what book were you a part of that was #1 bestseller, and just a little incident, teeny weeny bit about what you shared in that book.
So the book is called My Walk Past Hell by the lovely Dr. Yolanda Jerry. My chapter is called My Bonus Kid Saved My Life. So in my chapter, I talk about how I live with and survive polycystic ovarian syndrome. This condition makes it hard, extremely hard, for me to have children on my own. It makes it extremely hard for me to lose the weight, which is an uphill battle. If I lose 5 pounds, I pick up 10. And it's so frustrating because I've posted about my weight loss journey, and it seemed like I take 5 steps forward and get knocked back 10.
Wow.
So in my chapter, I talk about the struggle of dealing with this condition and how those 4 kids helped me realize I already have a blessing.
Wow.
My purpose may not have been to physically have kids. My purpose may have been all along was to be a blessing to them. So in the book, you got to get it. Go to babsjules.com. You have to get the book to get the whole story. And if you have the book, don't tell it. Go ahead and let them grab that My Walk Past Hell.
That's right. If you want to copy that book, go get it. It's on her website at babsjules.com.
And when you order it, I am autographing every copy that comes off of my website.
And it might be a little gift in there for y'all too.
Yep.
Well, good deal. I am so excited for all the things that you have coming up. And I have one more commercial that I want to go ahead and highlight since you talked about My Walk Past Hell. Well, you already know what's about to pop up next. We got his Walk Past Hell, and we'll be right back.
Dr. Yolanda Jerry is excited to announce her next anthology, My Walk Past Hell, Volume 2, The Men. This time it's all about the men. Men walk past hell just like women. The My Walk Past Hell anthology was an amazing experience for all of the women co-authors. They let out their innermost experiences and got a lot off of their chest. Many lives were changed, and most importantly, their stories led to deeper healing, and they became #1 bestsellers. That's why Dr. Jerry is offering this opportunity to the men, young or old, it doesn't matter. Your story deserves to be told, and you can change someone's life with simple words on a page. It's time to be heard. The world is waiting on you. Book your author spot today at hiswalkpasthell.com. That's www.hiswalkpasthell.com.
That's it. Volume 2. Y'all better get ready because the men is about to share their truth. And guess what? The female authors are going to make sure that they support our male authors. Because we have to make sure that we are being supportive of our men who have endured trauma as well, because they go through a lot of the same stuff that we go through. They just don't talk a lot about it. But I'm thankful that some men have signed up and they're ready to tell their truth. And I can't wait. I cannot wait till that book gets out so that way we can make sure that we support them.
Exactly. I'm excited about this. I am excited.
Yes. Look, you might have to get your husband and be like, hey, babe, I need you to go ahead and get in this book.
I'm going to talk to him. But I'm going to tell y'all, this experience with this book has opened up so many doors and seated me at new tables I would have never sat at.
Come on now. Go on, tell them, girl. Go on, tell them.
Let me tell y'all, in the last month, I've been on a table with Kim Cole, Tamika Scott, Leah Diaz, and a whole bunch of other people in the last month because I said yes to My Walk Past Hell.
Wow. See, when you surround yourself around people who want to elevate in life, I mean, there's nowhere to go but up. You know, exactly. But the thing is, you have to give yourself, when the opportunity presents itself, take that leap, take that leap of faith and be like, you know what, it's my time. There's no sense in you sitting on that story because your story is not for you to keep. It's to help somebody else heal. Somebody needs to hear your story and see that, hey, this woman or this man has gone through this trauma, but now they have triumphed. They're now the victor. You know what I mean? They have gone through all of this and walked past hell and are still here today doing the doggone thing. So
exactly. And I tell you this, even if you're scared to do it scared. Do it scared. Because if you don't do it now, there is no perfect time. If you wait and wait and wait, you're never going to do it. Just jump out and do it. Take a leap of faith and go ahead and just say, hey, yeah, I got it. I'm going to do this.
That's right. Amen. So, Brenda, before we close out this evening, I want you to share, and we'll also make sure that we share your contact information too. But for somebody who is facing or still dealing with rejection, what would you say to that individual who's watching right now or who may come back and catch the replay? What would you say to them to encourage them to move forward and not stay stuck in a place where it can ultimately end up not just hurting them, but also other people?
Let me tell you this. Prayer is a powerful tool. Get on some prayer. Find you some friends that is going to pray for you and not pray on you. Surround yourself with people who genuinely love you and who want the best for you. When you mix yourself in a crowd of people who want to see you win, your healing journey will begin. Reach out to somebody who is willing to listen to you. Therapy helps.
Mm-hmm.
You may be scared to go, but hey, people may think you crazy. That's their problem. But your healing depends on you. You have to get to a point to where you have had enough of being hurt, angry, upset, and bitter, and all of that stuff. But you have to get to a point to where you have to shut yourself out. I got to a point to where I closed myself off for a little while to get in touch with myself. And it's okay to shut yourself off. It's okay to not deal with people for your own healing's sake. But you got to start putting you first sometimes. It's okay to be a little bit selfish, but don't be too selfish. It's all right to be a little bit selfish and take care of you. But your mental health depends on what you're going to do next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Being humble and praying will get you so far. Even if somebody makes you mad, upset to the point to where you're ready to go there with them, you don't have to. It's okay. Get you a journal. Write this stuff down. I have about 10 of these around here. I got one on my desk at work. It's okay to write. Write yourself a letter. Write somebody a letter. Let them read it. You don't never have to mail that letter off. But you have to put yourself first sometimes.
And I agree with that. That's so true. And putting yourself is also a part of your healing, right? And thank you for sharing the part about.
And then no is a powerful word. No is a complete sentence.
No,
exclamation point.
Exclamation point. That's a complete sentence with an exclamation point. You got that right. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no because that means you're saying yes to yourself.
Yep.
Amen. Well, Brenda, I'm so glad that you were on my show today. Now you can only go up from here. Like this is where, one of your fellow co-authors and your friends, Paula Favre, started. And next thing you know, now she's speaking on stages and you can't get her to shut up. So don't worry. This is how I did her 2 years ago. Don't worry. Now it's your turn. So
right.
This is just the beginning for you, dear.
And trust me, I know you're not going to let me sit down.
No, I ain't. It's not going to happen.
Calling me at 5 a.m. talking about you up ready to talk yet?
Well, thank you for being on the show. And those of you who are just tuning in, please go back and watch the replay. Brenda shared her heart. She talked about, she divorced you, not me, over common rejection when it came to her dad, not being in her life, her biological dad, and also her stepdad who was in her life for 13 years. And she shared, what it took to actually overcome that rejection and the steps and the processes that took place, through, her loving family members, her kids, her husband, and also therapy. So again, thank you so much for being a part of our show today. The Dr. Yolanda Jerry Show is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you tune in with us again next Thursday. And until then, just know if nobody knows you, Dr. Yolanda Jerry loves you. And thank you so much again, Brenda. And I will be seeing you on the other side.
All right.
All right. Take care, everyone. Be blessed.